Yet another unboxing video.
Life is too short to be drinking shitty beer.
Welcome to another edition of Bands, Bikes and Booze Reviews. I've got a box from Noble Green. Let's have a look, see what's inside. Hello. I did put a Noble Green video up the other day, and well, I say the other day, it must have been about 4 or 5 weeks ago, something like that. And they responded, Noble Green actually responded and said, because I did criticise the postage, which is a tenner, and that's virtually double what all the other online retailers are charging, certainly Beers of Europe. And they said, oh, that's because it's overnight. This didn't turn up overnight, unfortunately, so not right on there. And I also criticised a little bit. Now, I do get it, and it wasn't really a criticism, but it was packed full of these little packing peanuts, and they said that they're actually, I said they wasn't good for the environment, half jokingly, and they said that it's actually made from starch, which is soluble in water. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to drop some, I've got a glass of water here, I'm going to drop some in there, and I'm going to put that to the test. So, let's get this box open.
I'll just wait here until his honor sees me.
This is not easy to do one-handed. Let me get this up here. Percy, this is not dog food. You are not going to find anything of interest in here. Right, let's do it up here. This is going to be pretty difficult to open, which ain't a bad thing. So I'm not knocking it. Right, now these, I've thrown loads of them in there, and they said these are starch and water soluble, so I'm going to throw 2 of them in there and see how soluble they are. Now leave them in there. Right, let's get the first beers out. Oh, right, this is that Omer traditional blonde, Belgian blonde. This was quite cheap, it's the only reason I picked it up, and I think this is quite strong. This is, yeah, it's 8, is it 6 or 8%? No, it's 8%. Look forward to that one. Let's get this knife put away before I do some damage with it. What else have we got? We've got a couple of cans in here and all. Oh yeah, Magic Rock Inhaler. Mate of mine had this. He picked it up from somewhere, I don't know where. He said it was very, very good. So, I saw it on there and I decided to get some too, to see what's what. What else have we got? Ah, yeah, the... Right, now there's a little story behind this one. I accidentally, or I didn't accidentally, I forgot that this was in my freezer. And I could have sworn that it was in there, but it wasn't. Couldn't find it, thought I was going mad. And I left it in the freezer, and of course it went bang, and freezer's an hell of a mess. Every time I open up the beer fridge now, it just stinks of Hunter Helles Lager from Gypsy Hill. Right, I've got a price list here and all. I'll read the prices out of all of them when I'm done. Give you an idea. What else we got? I do remember picking up a few Germans, yeah. This is the, what is it? This is the Turgency. This is their anniversary beer for Max Joseph. Is it Max Joseph here? He's something to do with Bavaria. I'll look that up. When I do the review, I'll tell you all about that. But that's the Turgency. Really good brewery. Like what they do. Had a few of theirs before. The Helles that they do, I think I ordered that as well. That's a really good one. Right. Now this is a new brewery that I discovered. Local-ish from Westerham in Kent. And of course, I love my World War II history. And it's got a picture of a Spitfire on the front. and I'm sold. Local beer, Triple X, 9 hop Triple X Pale Ale from Westerham with a Spitfire on the front. Yep, take my money, as they say. What we got here? Palex Artisan Lager. Is this? Oh, do you know what this? Oh, this is Spanish. Yeah, this is a Spanish lager. Palex. Never heard of it. Don't know anything about it. This will be a first for me. What else have we got? I'll tell you what we have got. We've got a box that needs tearing open. One thing I will say about Noble Green, they do pack their stuff really well. I have to say, it's better than Beers of Europe. Now, this one, Whitcap. From the top of my head, it's one of the famous breweries. It was called the Whitcap Brewery. Now, which one was it? Was it St Bernardus? I can't remember. But it's a Belgian beer, and this is called Stimulo. And it's a blonde. And it is 6%. Looks interesting. Put that down there. Ah, now we have. It's like an old friend, this one. Whenever we used to do gigs in Belgium, we used to get free beer. And we played in Belgium quite a lot. Usually around Bruges, Flanders. Yeah, it would have been. Very rarely did we ever play. I don't think we ever played in anywhere past Brussels. But the beer, the free beer that was given to us, was always Jupiler. And I really like the stuff. It's lovely on draft, very clean and refreshing. I'm going to see what it's like out of the bottle. Right, next one is the Stiegl beer. This is, I think, yeah, it's an Austrian beer. I had some of their Weiss beer. Didn't really think much of it, but the Stiegl beer does get a very good write-up on it. It's in a green bottle, which is not a good idea, but I've heard good things about it, so I decided to get some. And we've got another Westerham, and it is their Viceroy India Pale Ale. Now, I'm always interested in locally brewed India Pale Ale, and I'm almost certain this is going to be a British style IPA. I'm just looking at it, I can see the IBUs on the back, it's 50, so that is quite bitter for a British IPA, but we shall see. Made with National Trust hops. Now, this is another one from Tegernsee. I thought I'd reviewed this, and I think I actually zapped it. So, I am going to review it again. I do remember this as being really good. Right, I'm running out of room here. What else have we got? I've got to be really careful with this because I've almost thrown out a box with some cans that were left in the bottle. So I'll make sure afterwards. Now, here's an interesting one. This is the Estrella Galicia. I've heard really bad things about this, and they sell this in the Witherspoons, I think. They used to. I'm not sure whether they do anymore. A lot of people get this confused with the Estrella Damm, and they're two different beers. And I wanted to point this out. A lot of people have said the Estrella Damm is much better than this stuff. I work with a fella. He comes from La Coruna, which is in Galicia, as they call it. And he said this is their sort of national beer, not national beer, but regional beer. And he said it's very good. So, two conflicting reports there. Put that down there. I've got a new Motorhead beer runner. I'll show you that in one of the videos, not on this one because it's covered in bottles of beer at the moment. Now, this is the Whitstable Brewery, and it's their Pilsner. Now again, this is another local one, and I did try their East India Pale Ale, whatever the hell that was, and I didn't think much of it. So I will give breweries another chance, even if they do one bad bottle, but they're on thin ice with me because I didn't think much of that at all. So, and I always want to give local breweries and these small British breweries a little bit of a chance. So that's why I've bought that one. Now here's another one. This is from the Harvey's Brewery, based in Lewes, down in Sussex, and this is their Lewes Castle Brown. So this is their brown ale basically, and it says sweet palate with the notes of coffee and licorice. Coffee and licorice in a brown ale. They're saying a traditional brown ale brewed with roasted malt and dark sugars. Okay. Well, if it isn't that great, I'll make a Boilermaker out of it. I've got some mild in the fridge as well. So keep an eye open for that one. And I think this is going to be the last one. And this is the Iinga Maybach. Now, I've tried almost all the Iinga ones. I'm ticking them off. And that was one of the final ones. So I'm glad that I've got that, because they were the only ones that were doing it at the time. Now, I think that is everything. Yeah, that is the lot. And I've got to try and get rid of all this lot now. That will be fun. I'll just put that down there. If you're wondering what that rumbling is behind me, that is a fan. And I make no apologies for that, because it is absolutely sweltering in here. Right, I'm just going to read out the price list. Yeah, they told me that the charge was a tenner. It's actually £8.33. Okay, so bear that in mind. That lot was £49.10, including VAT and delivery. So almost 50 quid. I'll just read out the price list. Okay. The Omer Traditional Blonde, that was £3.17. The Harvey's Lewes Castle, that was £3. The Westerham Viceroy India Pale Ale, that was £2.42. The Westerham Spirit of Kent, that was £2.45. The Tergenci Max Joseph, which is this one, that was £2.67. The Iinga Maybach was £2.67. The Tergencia Hell, that one was £2.50. The Whitstable Bay Pilsner, that was £2.17. The Gypsy Hill Hunter Helles, that was £2. That's not bad. I thought I paid more for it on Beers of Europe. The Estrella Galicia, as they call it, that was £1.33. Fuck me, that was cheap. I'm hoping the price doesn't reflect the quality. The Jupiler Pilsner, £1.58. That's the most I've ever paid for a Jupiler. Normally used to get that for free. Gutted. The Palax, this one here, that was £1.58. £1.58. That's probably why I bought it. I probably wouldn't have bought that if it was any more expensive. The Stiegl Gold Brow, that was £1.58. The Whitcap Pater Stimulo, but that was £1.83. And the Magic Rock Inhaler, that was £1.83 as well. Very random pricing on that. And as I say, that will come to 40 quid. And £8 something on the delivery. Now, I've actually put them to the test about their polystyrene, or not polystyrene, the starch packing that goes in here. They said it was water soluble. It started off like that, and now it's like that. So that is pretty water soluble. It hasn't completely dissolved, but it's getting there. I think if I left that there a bit longer, then that would be gone completely. By the way, if you're interested, I did get a new beer runner, not from them. I got this from Cameron's, actually, direct from Cameron's. So I got that. So no more spilt beer on the desk that I've got to wipe off. I can just fill the beer out on there, and then just hose that down. And Robert's your father's brother. So that's it. That is the unboxing video. If you want any of these beers reviewed sharpish or first, if you're really interested in any of them, please let me know. I'll do that and I'll whack the video straight up. If not, these are going to be reviewed and they will go up in a random order. Could be now, could be a month's time. The way I put videos up is completely random. There's no order and there's no relation as to when I've got them, unless it's a really interesting one. So there you have it. On this day, the final day of me being a single man, I've managed to avoid marriage for 50 years and I'm getting it done tomorrow. Tying the noose to a lovely lady, the lovely Lucy. I will be getting married to her at 2:30. It's probably going to be a bit messy. There won't be any beer reviews up tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 14th. I'm going to have to put that up so I can remind me when the fucking anniversary is, because my memory is bad at the best of times. So there you go. And remember, beer is working class champagne.